The Conservatives say it's no surprise that former Governor General David Johnston is not calling for a public inquiry into foreign interference in Canadian elections. However, Johnston, who was appointed special rapporteur in the matter by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, says Canada's sensitive intelligence matters need to stay private. But this doesn't mean the case is closed and his work is done. Special Rapporteur David Johnston says a formal inquiry into foreign interference is not needed, but he will hold his own public hearings about the issue sometime this year.
A further public process is required, but there should not and need not be a separate formal public inquiry. The public inquiry examining the leaked materials could not be undertaken in public, given the sensitivity of the intelligence.
The report released today found serious issues in how intelligence from security agencies was communicated to the government, but it did not identify any instances where the Prime Minister negligently failed to act on intelligence, advice, or recommendations.
Canadians have had many questions over the last few months, and that is why we launched this process. The former Governor-General has reviewed thousands of pages of classified and unclassified documents. While preparing his report, Mr. Johnston was given complete access to any relevant records and documents from across government. I myself welcomed the opportunity to sit down with him, as did other ministers. He also interviewed senior officials, security experts, and many others. The work has led him to conclude that, and I quote, "The elections of 2019 and 2021 were well protected by sophisticated mechanisms, and there is no basis to lack confidence in their results."
Conservative and NDP leaders not happy with Johnston's outcome.
But unfortunately, there's no common sense in Justin Trudeau's Ottawa. We see today that his ski buddy, cottage neighbor, family friend, and member of the Beijing-financed Trudeau Foundation came out and did exactly what I predicted, helped Trudeau cover up the influence by Beijing in our democracy.
I respect the work of Mr. Johnston, but I disagree strongly with his finding that a public inquiry is not necessary. I disagree. Given how serious the allegations that we've heard, given that it attacks directly people's confidence in our electoral system, we have been calling for a public inquiry, and we remain resolute that a public inquiry is necessary to restore the confidence in our electoral system, to make sure we're showing Canadians that this is something we take seriously, and for people to have an opportunity to see and hear clearly about what's happening and what's being done to tackle foreign interference.
In March, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had asked Johnston to lead an investigation into the extent and impact of foreign interference in Canada, amid allegations that China meddled in the last two federal elections. Johnston says there were shortcomings in the way intelligence was communicated and processed from agencies to the government, but found no evidence of negligence from Trudeau or his ministers. Johnston's work is expected to continue through the end of October, when he is due to present a final report to the government.